Good afternoon to you all. Today is Thursday, February 26th, 2026. And we are the Citizen Review Board meeting on today, our annual meeting. We're going to call the meeting to order at this time. Our first order of business will be the approval of the minutes from our January meeting, January 29th, 2026. Adam? Yes. I know you got sent out electronically. Send it one more time.
What was his name? You sent him out. Jeff.
Brandy, I have this one, I just want to do that. Is that what you need?
No, the actual minutes
Yeah.
from the last meeting,
Oh, okay.
they got sent out. They got sent out.
Yes, yes, sorry.
Got it. So we don't have any tangible, but,
Been on sweet family. I got 2 agendas and I didn't get that. You wanna take break?
I'll take all of it.
Okay.
On the inside.
Here's a good copy if you use it.
Okay, we do. So that's good. Great. I guess we're reviewing that electronically at this moment, so sorry.
Oh, I mean, I have
Here.
Yes, a couple of small edits.
Yes, sir.
I noticed that Shanita wasn't listed as the last meeting she was there.
Indeed.
I also noticed that there was, it lists, you're calling the meeting where there's a vote, and I don't think that's a vote that we do, that's just meetings called to figure out private meeting, so that should be started. And then the last item is just to ensure names are consistently listed. I noticed there was at least one instance in time Jason's even on there. And then sometimes my last name has that A where it's okay, it's a weird last name, but I think that's just a note that I would want to update for this one and going over. Make sure everyone's names are correct.
The legal was there, D was called to order not voted, and names spelled correct. I have those things written down. We make sure we get that. Noted. Sorry about the misspelling, but we didn't.
No, I didn't. Sorry. And overall, I'm seeing going this one, it's also so.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, sorry, Lauren, one of the publishers come a few times, I believe her name is spelled Y, but then it's an E-N, so I wasn't sure, I wanted to find it if it's notes.
Yeah, I don't think she's signed in. So it's hard to know the spelling of a name if somebody doesn't write it down.
Of course.
We just correct about the names, they'll check name, sure. Okay, then as a note, text read, I'll move move, second, all in favor? Anyone opposed?
Wait, Mark, stay.
Moving on, public agenda, we did not have a sign-in sheet, but we do have some folks here from the public, so we're gonna give this opportunity to anyone from the public who would like to share anything this time. We give the floor. Vince, nothing today? We're doing good. Vince, have anything? Fantastic. thank you all for being here. We always encourage the public to come out, and we appreciate the public being here. That's awesome. We appreciate that. Always feel welcome to come. Next order of business will be new business, and so I'll have to leave that. We're in good shape. Retrieve documentation for the PD bylaws and roles and responsibilities for the CRD. Document is here. Yeah.
You guys have. So here is. We've kind of gone back and forth for a while. If we're ready to move this forward. Are you? No, so you can start going. Yes, ma'am. Here is. That document that you guys have. Here is the PD. Yeah, it's. Oh, yeah. It is. This one. Yeah. I just printed 15, so. So basically, I think we were going back and forth on language. So what I did on the document I just handed out was based on a meeting that Faith and I had up at the city manager's office on the interpretation of some of the verbiage, like communicate with residents regarding citizens review board hearing. That seems crystal clear when we were meeting, but even when I went back to look at it, I had to check my notes to remember what we actually talked about and what does that mean. So on the new document, I attempted to capture what we actually discussed in the meaning of each of these. So for example, the first one is, I had written in there, but there's technically a difference between written and typed, so changed it to typed. Mail type notification to the complainant informing them that their closed professional standards bureau investigation has been scheduled for review by the Citizens Review Board. So that way there's no question if you all are no longer members or I'm no longer here, it should be pretty cut and dry that AWP or to mail a typed letter to the complainant saying that they selected your case. So if you guys want to compare each of those bullet points, either today or over, for the next meeting, whatever. But that's what I tried to capture in each one of those, just clean up some of the language, to actually lay it out of what the requirements are.
Based on our meeting, I think this captures it. Exactly. We all choose just like how much communication, what does communication look like? And this is.
Yeah, I didn't add or delete anything. It's just language change, so.
And just for refresher, this is what we tried to pass in December. And we've got the clerk agreed to the clerk part. We agreed to our part, WPD needed to review. And so all that was left for us to finalize, the last of all the work that we did was the WPD piece. And then the bylaws document itself, because that encompasses everything.
The bylaws would change to mirror this wording too, so.
But everybody, we want to take the time tonight to review this, word for word, we want to take this on digest it, come back, in our next meeting and offer whatever suggestions or amendments or whatever the text may be. What's the pleasure?
I think the difference is the top 3 bullet points, and if you can look at those now, I think it would be best if we just made a motion to approve tonight, and we can say that all of our work with the WSU PPMC is done.
Reporting and training changes. It's 3 goals.
Yes.
So there's someone going to make a motion to accept the amended
I will.
verbiage.
Motion to approve the Wichita Police Department goals document, goals and responsibilities document.
And the Wichita Citizens Review Board bylaws.
That's the second motion, separate motion, yeah. I mean, unless you guys want to roll them together. If you want to roll them together, then I would make a motion to approve the Wichita Police Department roles and responsibilities and the Wichita Citizen Review Board bylaws as amended.
So just to add in, I guess if you're approving the language, my suggestion would be that I send this back to WSU and have them. Right, I know I edited the document, but I think WSU should be the official one editing it and then submitting it since we use them anyway. So I would send that back to LaShonda and say, here's the verbiage that has passed, if you can change the document. That'd be my suggestion. That way I'm not sitting around editing your guys' document.
Because I think we'll be okay, Faith, as well. I think we'll be okay with moving forward, accepting it, which I'll say is gonna clean up whatever they're gonna clean up. But I really feel like we're gonna be the same exact document, just with the language that we all agree upon. So can we move forward with our motion? So it's already been motion, we got a proper second, all in favor?
Aye.
Need a motion to vote? Got it. Y'all can say now, the work was done, take this moment, like Brother Ben said, tap yourself on the back, good job. All right, moving right along, we was moving right along. PSB case review board members, so if there's anything, any cases that we see here, we'll take this moment, you make case suggestions, case selections. Further review, my favorite time about, use of force, already heard. So, that going.
Yeah, so I was gonna wait, but I can make my motion now. So there were two that were emailed to the board. So these would be on Greg's behalf. That would be 25 PSB 5971. That was a citizen request. And 25 PSB 5552, which were both citizen requests. And then I would also like to add to that 25 PSB 5966, because that's even supposed to be.
Thus far, we have 25 PSB 5971, 5552, and 5966. 25 PSB.
I don't know that I want to bring it forward, I thought it was interesting that 26 PSB 0052 was sustained. And it was conduct unbecoming, so I don't. D violation, but 26 PSB 0052. That's just I don't necessarily think we need to review it. That's we bring attention to it. I assume that's internal,
The other cases that we want to bring forth at this time.
Vote for 17. It was 17, your 17 by the public.
Not tonight. Okay, I do agree with that. Maybe it's time to keep in there. We don't go on their executive session. Absolutely. Mark, Joe mentioned, March or April.
I need that.
March.
I'll second.
Second, so say, for the three cases, or three, possibly four. The 26 field will be 0052.
I didn't really want to request a review it because it was already sustained, so it was internal discipline was already taken. I just wanted to bring attention to.
While we're bringing it into the case of, actually, 26 PSB is original, we were there 21 as well. This is the second case I think it was occurred in the last year, or like seeing related to dogs being taken by animal control. That's policies that we reviewed those in time. And so I wonder if that's something.
Yes, so would you like to look at the case? Go first? That's fine with me.
Policy.
I think
policy and
policy. Things that's exonerated, like clear cut, totally fine. But I do wonder, and I've heard And my council member about lots of issues on the animal control side, and so I'm looking for connect with her about what she's been hearing and see how that relates to my work.
Anything else as far as case are concerned? Motion second, all in favor? Alright, anyone opposed? Three. Move right along. What are your comments?
I do have one, we've made a commitment during this year to be more engaged with the community. We've met here for the first time, so we're getting out there.
Yeah.
We did have a request, to come and do a talk at a neighborhood community. It was in District One, it was Preston Heights. It's typically juniors division, however, he was busy that night. And so I was able to come give our spiel about citizens review board. It was received really well. I want to give a shout out to the officer in that neighborhood or area, Officer Halverson, number 2527. He appears to have a really good relationship with that community. He was engaged. He did some collaboration and working with him. He has to make a full groups meeting on that night. And we seem to have a good respect for him and what he does for the community. So I just want to say we're out there and people are noticing.
Build on that, I'm doing a presentation on May 24th with the community Wichita releases, and I joined the State Street with cause coalition. We laid early February,
Build on that, we'll be doing a presentation for the East Ridge. And then, I think Fabrique is requested, so I'll be doing the Fabrique neighborhood as well. Which I think is technically free, but it's like right next to our neighborhood. So
I'm not trying to be funny, where's that?
the Fabrique neighborhood
Where's that?
association,
Yeah.
that's gonna be like Woodlawn to Edgemore, maybe closer to Oliver. Yeah, Edgemore, okay, thank you, Harry to.
Oh, and I've been publicizing us in the district advisory boards, meeting your spaces, and I think there's another request for yourself, associations. Listen to you guys on thoughts.
That's wonderful. Us getting out there is so important. We need more and more of our citizens to take part in our meetings, to come voice their opinions and just to kind of listen, to see what we do. You know, so people know that we're not just meeting and talking once a month. We're actually trying to get some stuff done. So I appreciate all of you all. It's not said often. No one gets paid in this group. This is a volunteer group, and this is not like any other volunteer group. You actually have to work in this group. So I really appreciate you all. Sometimes I'm not here. I appreciate Faith and doing a diligent and wonderful job. I appreciate you all. But I really do. This is a wonderful good people. We get some stuff. This is the first time that I've been on the board that we've been really rocking and rolling. We're picking up some steam, and I appreciate it. I definitely want to say that. Right? There be any other comments? Yes, sir.
In our meeting last month, I had raised that I've been hearing community concerns about both ICE picking up folks, particularly in District 6. And I want to know if there were any conversations happening on the WPD level about what happens if someone calls 911 and they're saying, hey, ICE is at my door, whatever. That was the concern that was raised to me, and I've been hearing in some community spaces about it. And I tried pushing back on it, but there is a persistent belief that WPD works with immigration. And so, raising that as a concern, and also just inquiring with free conversations on y'all to them.
I mean, the statement's the same as last week. Anybody's free to call 911. We answer 911 calls and enforce city ordinances and state laws.
It's still, it was my understanding that if someone is comes in contact with WPD, that's not an immediate call to ICE, correct? But if someone is arrested, the jail automatically runs through systems that alerts ICE or whatever. Can you help me with that again? The language.
Yeah, so unless there is something flagged on NCIC, when we run that individual, we just book them like normal. The jail is run by the county. They participate with the system that they have, the fingerprint system and everything. It's all tied to the national database, so.
That's the 287G program that folks are There's some well about, also, they're both in the county jail, and I remember that the county jail is at the lowest level, so they can fill out paperwork to transfer folks to West custody, but they don't enforce, like, well, let's see if I can do something, so it's still.
But the sheriff's department will, so people need to be clear that you be in front. It's not following the same guidance, or I think everything is really clear that they are not going to.
And similarly, concerns about like, the lock camera system and to access that. And you've told us that there's controls in place with our lock data that's shared with a persistent concern. It's quite trying to switch for the ones.
On board member comments, I've tried to look up, control policy under like. The ordinances or the policy, you know, if there's a specific policy. Governing kind of what he was talking about as far as like. I don't know, removal of an animal or an animal control plan, or what that looks like, because I was looking at animal control was one about like. Nuisances. And I know that's not what it meant.
Or it is,
Or,
but you know.
or there is a policy that, I don't know, but I'm sure there is.
Policy 530, 531, 532, and 530. 532. Yes. There's all the. 1, 2, 3.
I just wanted to
30,
document it so we can put it on the. future
30 to
agenda.
30.
Yes, sir.
Were you trying to tell some bits?
Our adjusted animal control policies for the director of animal control a year ago, I took what's the officer doing? They're being revamped, they're all, and really doing something. We'll be addressing that pushing today, next week.
Part of the report comment, this one would say, part of the meeting when I met with the city manager's office was to look at the police that he was, recommendations in the dashboard. And the city manager's office had agreed to put a project manager on it, so there's going to be kind of revamping it a little bit. I'm not exactly sure what it's gonna look like, but it'll have statuses and dates, and I know there was a lot of need for items on there. So the super review board was part of the recommendation, which is why I brought it up, but no update yet, but I just want to let you guys know that the city manager's office is aware of that. They put somebody on it and they'll have some kind of update for the community, kind of like.
Anyone else?
I'd say, I don't think that's memorized yet.
Will. Some of it. Might have to be exact, but we.
Even when you read it, I thought.
Right. I think I did it wrong every time. Start with that, work our way up. Before we go to executive session, if anyone here for these particular cases that we're gonna go over, you all are.
Do we have a, option or plan for individuals who are asked to be sworn to?
There's another room up here. Let's just double check.
Just found on me, it's a nice day.
It's
Great.
oh,
Right. It's advice. Yes, that's also our future meeting, we'll have to get out.
So we'll go to closed session, we'll go and put some chairs here and shut that door.
Okay, so they can step outside.
If they don't step outside, it's fine. I'm a little anemic, so I don't know, and I get cold quick. I might take it hot.
I was like, if I'm not warm, you guys must be.
I turn the air conditioner on here last night. Right, so. I move. You all know what your PSB number is proposed.
Well, I'm gonna, make a motion to move. 25 PSB 5951 to the number 1 slot, so that the citizens that are here can get theirs done, and then we don't have to keep them.
Okay, all in favor? Right. Any opposed? We good? Good show? All right, I move that the Citizen Review Board, recess, I move that the Citizen Review Board recess into executive session for 20 minutes to receive information on PSB, 25 PSB 5951, to discuss personal matters of non-elected personnel, like to protect the privacy of interest of identified individuals. We will return, right about 5:35, 39, am I right? 5:39, yeah. Even more. 5:40. And I gotta be exact, so it's 39. It's been moved, it's been seconded, all in favor? Huh?
It's 49.
49, sorry, y'all system. 49. Great, you good to go? All right. we're back in public session, but I do, we do make a motion.
Well, we have to do the portal.
Got it, okay, sorry.
No, no.
All right, we're back in public session, but I move that the city review board go back into executive session for an additional 5 minutes to continue to receive information that to discuss personal matters of non-public personnel and to protect the private interest of identified individuals. That would mean we will come back in at 5:57. It's 5:52 now.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Well,
What you're talking about.
Okay.
All right, so we're back in open session. This was a tough, and everyone in here is trying to figure out best case, but after further review of 25 PSB 5951, the CRB takes no action as this case wasn't, investigated and presented to the district attorney, but no charges, were brought about. Now,
Am I good?
yeah,
Okay, I did get thought of the same thing. Just because we take no action doesn't mean there's a place where this is being directed. We were advised that, state law, not about folks can be paralyzed, and what is the problem with us is that, and so while we are not necessarily one that can take the action we're asking, there is, so really that's that.
Again, we are very sorry for your loss, and we appreciate your honesty and for your really having your thoughts about your son. All right, thank you so much.
you got this one.
Oh, yeah, you got it wrong, okay.
No, it's okay.
Whew, okay, I move that the citizens would be, how long? Let's try. 2452.
Probably 15 minutes. Rather than like, oh, wow, I was invited to it. So soon.
I move that the citizens report recess in the executive session for 15 minutes to receive information on 25 PSB 2452. Pursuant to KSA 7543 1 to discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel. Third second. Second. All right, got a motion and a second, all in favor? Okay, we are in executive session. Have executive session, unfortunately, the chairperson had to leave, so. After further discussion, the board is taking no action on complaint 25 PSB 2452, as this is beyond the scope of the board. Alright. And, we have no other things except for to talk about our next few meetings. Where's the next meeting at, Joe?
City Hall.
City Hall, okay. And do we have that agenda already roughed out?
You have better than me.
Greg's like well, I would like to make a recommendation that we review the policy that I go through recently, the animal control policy, and then just do pieces. Is that okay with you guys?
We're gonna try and do just like a marathon executive session.
Well, I mean, how many cases should we try to get through here? Cause I don't wanna,
Been brought by citizens, I think those have to come first.
yes,
We have just knocked off two of them, and so then we have.
we have.
We're gonna have 17, we got 15, I mean.
That's right. I don't know.
So it's just the two that I just brought, cause the rest are all us.
Yeah.
Cause we already did the flowers. Well, then let's do the two that were just brought, well, are we gonna have time to communicate to them a month now?
Yeah.
Okay. And then how many more do we wanna try to knock out? Since we're just gonna be doing cases of this meeting.
They average 15, 20 minutes for the presentation, so the round was up 30.
We do two, three more,
1, 2, 1 knock off 1, 2,
three.
4.
Well, if we do them in order of date, then that would put 1, 2, and 4.
But then we have 2 on 10/20 radio requests. For all that we. You have to pick up on.
So you're gonna do 5 cases?
I mean, if we have another business.
Mm.
Are you guys okay with that? Just knocking cases out?
Yeah.
Here.
We got a lot.
Okay, then, Joe, for the next meeting, which is at City Hall, are we doing, is it 5 to 7? Okay, perfect, 5 to 7, City Hall on the, should have it more, hold it.
26, same day.
26, thank you. The 26th, we will be reviewing the animal control policy, 5:30, 5:31, 5:32, and 5:33. Normally Greg would email those out. I'll look them up and email them out. But we'll email those out ahead of time and then we can talk about it at the meeting, and then we'll be reviewing cases 25 PSV 5971, 25 PSV 5552. And that is conditional if the people can't meet that month for some reason, then we won't review their case until they're able to come. But that way they're on the agenda, and then we'll also review 25 PSB 2277, 25 PSB 2127, and 25 PSB 1600.
If those two folks can't make our next meeting, should we then add our numbers 5 and 6 as well? So if we're doing 5 no matter what. So it's like a if not then.
So if the people reach out on email, Greg emails them back and says, hey, can you come or not? So you guys all get to see that transmission of, hey, they're coming or not coming. The ones where people haven't requested, then we do the mailing.
Okay. Yep. Okay, so since Greg is not here, I'm gonna take the action to email the policy and email both of those people. That way we'll know before the next meeting if we need to do other cases, and if we do need to do other cases, it will be 25 PSB 1486 and 24 PSB 4732, but that's only if the people aren't able to come. Any other comments or anyone want to talk about anything else? Okay, then I would entertain a motion to adjourn. All right, all in favor? Thanks, everybody.
You did.